Welcome back, everyone. It's February. Stephanie Lee Medium here, doing my monthly book review. So this month we're going to talk about The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's a book that he wrote about the Toltec wisdom from his culture. It's very interesting, and it's very, it's funny because I saw a Facebook post that I wrote back like in 2014, and I'm like, wow, I read this book many years ago. I couldn't believe it. So, getting into this book review, the four agreements are, the first one is to be impeccable with your word. The second one is don't take anything personally. Just don't do it. Third one is don't make assumptions. Those two kind of work together. And the fourth one is always do your very best. So let's get into the very first one of be impeccable with your word. From the Toltec religion, the Toltecs were a group of men and women who were spiritual leaders who passed down spiritual stories and wisdom down to the next generations. And so that's how this whole book was sort of written upon that. So being impeccable with your word, which is the first one, it is the most difficult agreement of the four to actually do, because our words are so powerful. I mean, it's the most powerful thing that we have, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like it, on the one hand, it can be light and loving and beautiful, and on the other hand, it can be very painful, and it can rip apart worlds. So when you say to yourself, I'm going to be impeccable with my word, the energy that surrounds that is love and light, and as you say that onto yourself, it's going to start cleaning up all that poison that's in you from all those things that you were not being impeccable with your word. In addition, because our society is so triggered on like not really being impeccable. People lie all the time, right? Especially, a simple lie, right? Hey, how are you doing today? And someone says, oh, I'm fine. When really they should have said, no, you know what happened this morning and the kids and the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Like, they're not really telling you what really happened. They're just basically saying, oh yeah, I'm fine. And you're like, I don't think you are. So what's really going on? We just tend to kind of have this little wall in front of us when we talk, and we don't really become vulnerable to say what's really going on and what's really being true to ourselves, right? So, I mean, when you talk about being impeccable with your word, the power of words can really destroy other people. Like, for example, he has an example in his book where he talks about, someone telling a child that they're stupid. You're planting that seed in the child's brain that they're stupid, and they're going to constantly continue to think that they're stupid because you said they were, right? And so nothing that they do is smart, and nothing that's going on is smart that they're involved in. And so they're going to constantly think that they're stupid, and that just leads to more negativity in their life, and it's just not the right thing to do. It's not nice, it's not loving. So in order to break that, you have to have someone reinforce with them, no, you are smart, you are worthy, you are for this world, you bring love and light to everyone. So, words are really, really powerful. And I think sometimes we don't think about it because we just start talking, right? And we're just not using our brain. We're just like, oh, I'm just gonna, and it doesn't come from our heart. We're just in this swirl, right? So please be impeccable with your word. So in conclusion to that, I would say that especially when you are having an argument with someone and you say something, and I have done this myself, that maybe didn't come from a loving place and was really just what I would call bitey or not very nice, you can't take that back because that person now just heard it. It left your mouth and it is now onto them. Please, when you're in an argument with someone, step back, take a few seconds, take a few deep breaths, walk away, say you need time to process, whatever it is, right? And come back with a more loving open-mindedness to the situation, because words are very powerful and they hurt. So learn to be more impeccable with your word, please. Try it for a week, see what happens. Be interesting to know. So next couple weeks, next month here, we're going to be talking about what the other 4 agreements are within the 4 agreements, and we're going to tie it all together at the end. And I will see you next week. And if, hey, you want a reading with me, please look up my website, stephanieleemedium.com. Take care. Bye.